The second hybrid storage system we'll talk about is the Ceph storage platform. Ceph has grown considerably in recent years in terms of capabilities and production user base. It was originally kind of engendered as an open source cloud backend focused on block and object storage, chiefly as an object store. And then recently they've added a POSIX file system with an increasing number of rich features. In recent years it's been acquired by Red Hat, who provides the primary commercial support. However, it is open source, and there's lots of various instances out there in the wild without requiring a commercial contract. One of the high interest items for data centers and systems operators out there is its focus on being able to support multiple needs within one storage platform. It is not simply an object store, or not simply a block store, or simply a traditional file system. Their focus is to be able to, in managing one storage platform, support the needs of all three of those primitives. So the backbone of the Ceph storage platform is the reliable autonomic distributed object store, or RADOS. As we discussed, it was originally designed as an object storage platform. And if we look at the image here to the right, we look at where the hardware lives. So at the hardware layer there, we have object storage servers, we have metadata servers, and then we have monitoring of the entire platform. On top of that hardware infrastructure layer, then we have the libraries for the RADOS, which becomes your Ceph storage cluster. From there, we break out into those three primitives. We have libraries for block devices, we have libraries for object storage, and we have a library that provides the file system. Ceph has been able to demonstrate they can operate with thousands of clients or VMs. Again, remember that their initial use case was heavily in cloud. So those virtual machines can be accessing those block storage volumes, or we can have virtual machines pulling up objects, or we can have individual clients accessing it as a traditional file system. So you can have thousands of these clients accessing petabytes of storage simultaneously, being any one of those three primitives. The replication has an advanced algorithm they call CRUSH, which actually stands for Controlled Replication under Scalable Hashing. We're not going to go into hashing algorithms or mechanisms here, but they do have a specific way that they handle replication, similar in some regards to how we talked about Hadoop replicating for performance. They also have their own algorithm to handle replicated copies of objects, such that they have very high fault tolerant capability, and again, similar to Hadoop, they can build on commodity hardware. Again, the focus here is to provide all three platforms. Not necessarily is Hadoop really focused on that specific data mining and big data processing. Ceph has really kind of more broadly looked at providing infrastructure both for cloud environments and a production file system. And I'd like to see in future years, as this grows, the number of deployments where we've got more heavy use of that file system. I think that's where most of the future performance growth and feature set needs to be added to make it more practical to use, such as something as a traditional high performance file system such as Lustre.